Good morning, Reardon, and welcome back to Presidential Profiles. Today I break down the biography, ideology, and appeal of the former Congressman from the state of Texas, Beto O'Rourke. O'Rourke was born in El Paso, Texas in 1972. His mother owned a high-end furniture store while his father worked as both county commissioner and county judge in El Paso. O'Rourke's father worked on numerous political campaigns for both Democrats and Republicans, serving as state chairman for both of Jesse Jackson's presidential campaigns. In his teenage years, O'Rourke was a member of a hacking group called the Cult of the Dead Cow, working under the assumed name of Psychedelic Warlord. O'Rourke has admitted that at this time, he stole long-distance phone service to use his dial-up modem. There has also been controversy over some writings O'Rourke produced, which discussed very violent material. O'Rourke attended El Paso High School for 2 years before enrolling in an all-boy boarding school in Virginia. Between high school and college, O'Rourke worked as an intern in the congressional office of Democratic Representative Ron Coleman. O'Rourke would graduate from Columbia University with a degree in English literature. During his time in college, O'Rourke joined a punk rock band called Foss, where he played bass. In the years after college, O'Rourke had 2 run-ins with the law, one in 1995 when he and some friends jumped a fence at the University of Texas at El Paso, though no charges were pursued, and the second coming 3 years later when O'Rourke had a DWI for which he completed a court-recommended DWI program. In 1998, O'Rourke co-founded Stanton Street Technology Group as an internet services and software company which his wife still runs today. In 2005, O'Rourke ran for and won a seat on the El Paso City Council, running on a platform for downtown development and border reform. O'Rourke entered with groups of young Democrats who became known as the Progressives. During his time on the council, O'Rourke led efforts to redevelop certain areas of the downtown area, though this was criticized by some as gentrification. O'Rourke also criticized the war on drugs, calling for a repeal of all ineffective marijuana laws. In 2012, O'Rourke primaried 8-term Democratic incumbent Sylvester Reyes. O'Rourke ran to the left of Reyes on issues such as LGBT rights and drug liberalization. O'Rourke narrowly won the primary and went on to defeat his Republican opponent with 65% of the vote. During his time in the House, O'Rourke led the creation of a commission to perform oversight on the U.S. Customs and Border Protection Agency investigating potential abuses. O'Rourke opposed how President Obama handled the DACA crisis by bypassing Congress. Though he supported what the president was doing, he felt he was done in a poor way. O'Rourke came to national prominence in 2018 when he mounted a campaign against Ted Cruz for his Texas Senate seat. O'Rourke was seen as a long-shot candidate in a hard-red state, which hadn't elected a Democrat to a statewide office since 1994. Many of O'Rourke's speeches on issues like police brutality went viral, making him a nationally recognized figure. Though O'Rourke lost by 2.6%, he still managed to win more votes than any Democrat in Texas state history, and lead many down-ticket Democrats into office. O'Rourke is largely seen as a centrist in the modern Democratic Party, having brokered bipartisan bills and having broken with his party in the past. O'Rourke has favored the legalization of cannabis, efforts to combat climate change, comprehensive immigration reform, the DACA program, gun control regulations such as universal background checks, abortion rights, and VA reform. O'Rourke also promoted Medicare for America, an alternative to Medicare for All, which would allow Americans with employer-provided insurance to keep it while moving all those currently in Medicaid over to Medicare. O'Rourke will most likely see his heaviest support in southwestern states, which he originates from. This makes him a lead candidate in places like Texas, Arizona, and New Mexico, as well as competitive in states like California. We will see if O'Rourke can bring the same energy and excitement that he did in his campaign for Senate. Thank you, Reardon. I'm George Christopher.